Hi, my name is Navida Suleman. My husband Azim and I have one son, Karem, in grade 4 at Mulgrave, and this is our 5th year here. We joined when Karem was in kindergarten.
Thanks for joining us, Navida.
Thank you.
Welcome. So I've invited you to chat with us because, as you said, you volunteer at this school, and we're grateful for it. I wanted to get to know a little bit about why you volunteer at the school.
Absolutely. We started, like I said, when Karem was in kindergarten, and the reason was a fewfold. It's more than twofold. First, we like to be involved and be part of the community, and we wanted to be a part of what was going on in his life at the school. And secondly, it was a fantastic way for us to meet new families and get to know new people, not just in his grade, but across the range of grades at Mulgrave.
That's great. And so now with 5 years, I'm sure that you've worn many hats. So can you tell us a little bit about what you do now and perhaps how that evolved into from the beginning?
Yes, yeah. So this year I'm the co-chair of special events on the MVP with Nikki Tilley. So we do all the junior school events, the Dad and Kids bowling night, the bingo night, and this year we're going to be doing a family pitch and putt in the spring. As well, we help organize the Welcome Back barbecue. So there's a few different events throughout the year that we help out with.
That's great. Yeah. And did you find that it was a natural evolution for you to wanting to get involved that much?
Absolutely, yeah. It certainly wasn't something that I was ready to jump into, not knowing very much about the school, 5 years ago. So I started with just helping out at some of those events, manning the welcome table, helping to give out prizes. One of my favorite things to do in kindergarten and grade 1 was to come read with the kids, which was like half an hour once a week, just getting a chance to get to know the school and the other children and the teachers as well. And that evolved into, as I kind of got comfortable and became more aware of the other opportunities to take on a few more things.
I did find that too. We've been here 3 years, and part of what I enjoyed most was the fact that I got to meet new people through volunteering. And at first, it might have been just sending emails from home, but it was quite nice. So let me ask you, what is one of your favorite events then throughout the year? What's one that you don't miss as a family?
At the school, definitely
Yes.
bingo night. Yeah, it's a little chaotic, especially when we open up the Sunday bar for the kids after they've had their pizza and they're revved up on a few different rounds of bingo and they've gotten their prizes, and you open the ice cream bar and you see the flock of kids, and it's great energy. They have a fantastic evening, and it's a nice chance for the parents to sit back and spend some time with their kids, but also with other families as well.
It's really fun. And I have a grade 7 now, and he was asking last year, he's like, I can still come to bingo night, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Excellent.
you can.
Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, it's awesome to see the school that day too, because it's so much energy and
Yes.
yeah,
definitely.
much more so than normal, which
Absolutely.
is pretty energetic.
Well, which is a lot high energy to begin with. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
If I may, we do have a second favorite event, and that's not one that I'm running this year, but the baking buffet for the teachers and staff is just one that is so near and dear to our hearts. And as a family, Karem gets involved to help bake. Azim and I have helped organize or helped, get the boxes ready or do the giveaway day in December, and it really is one of the most heartwarming days of the year to see the gratitude and the excitement of the teachers and staff when they come into the staff room and they smell the cookies and the sugar, and just it's a wonderful holiday tradition.
I'm gonna just do something that so Matt is behind the camera, and one of the first things we told Matt, who's new this year to the school, is like, prepare yourself
Yes.
for baking. You're gonna love it.
Absolutely.
So Navida, I guess that for those who are new to the school and might not know what Baking Buffet is, can you share a little bit about what it is about?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, we ask, it started as a Mulgrave tradition back when Mulgrave was operating out of a one-room classroom at the North Shore Winter Club, where a few of the parents got together and said, wouldn't it be nice to give some goodies away to the teachers and staff during the Christmas and holiday season, because they're so busy, dedicated to our children all the way right up until Christmas time. And it's a tradition that we've continued as the school has grown, where we ask all the parents to contribute a couple dozen baked goods, ideally, from home or something from their favorite bakery, and they bring it to school all on one day, and then we have an army of parents helping out in a bit of an assembly line where we assemble almost 200 boxes of goodies for the teachers and staff at the school, where every teacher gets one of each different type of goodies. So they get a nice little bakery box to take home of about 4 dozen baked goodies to take home for the holidays and share with their family and friends. And then we also put on a little buffet for them the next day in the staff room with apple cider and all sorts of holiday treats.
Lovely. It's a great time for sure. So Navida, about you, a little bit about you. You just wanted to share with the community, what is your favorite book right now? What are you reading?
I'm actually rereading my favorite book of all time right now. It's called Pour Your Heart Into It, and it's by Howard Schultz, who's the founder and CEO of Starbucks. And it's all about how he built a company based on what he valued in his heart. And he grew up in a real sort of it's a rags to riches type of story. He grew up in the projects in Brooklyn, with parents who could barely afford to send him to school, and he took a look at what he grew up with in his surroundings and made a promise to himself that if he was ever in a position to make a difference or do something different, that he would. And it's all about kind of as he sort of went to university on a football scholarship and kind of discovered, he was a salesman at first and discovered, coffee bars in Italy and brought that to North America, but how he did it in such a, in a way, in around building the organization to give health benefits to part-time employees and really take care of his people. It's a really inspiring story.
Oh, we'll have to look for it.
Absolutely.
And I'll add it, we're doing a great list by teachers, staff, and parents of recommended reads for the holidays. So we'll be sure to...
It's an oldie, but a goodie. Absolutely.
Plug it in. So words to live by.
My favorite quote, and I don't know who to attribute it to. I've heard it from a few different places over time, but it's, if not you, then who? If not now, then when? And it's something that, I use at work, in business, but especially in volunteering when people say, well, I don't have the time, or, I couldn't possibly put on a whole bingo night. And it's not about who can do it or how you can do it, but just what little piece that you can contribute to keep the ball rolling.
That's lovely. So Navida, I've not told you this, but I remember meeting you for the first time and as a new parent at the school,
yes.
And being so impressed by your ability to empower those around you, that your leadership style seemed to me even then, and it's been confirmed over and over again now over the years collaborating, that it's about finding the opportunity to give people an opportunity to give.
Absolutely.
And that really impressed me, and I'm wondering if you can share with us a little bit about where that comes from, or why you find that to be effective.
Wow, that's a great question, Karem. Some of it, it's just who I am, and some of it is you can't be a one-man show all the time. And again, that's something that I've learned, at work and through volunteering, that it's about collaborating and bringing people together. Because if you give people the opportunity to shine, every one of them in their own way, they're going to contribute so much more than what you could accomplish on your own. And again, I guess a little bit selfishly for me, it's about surrounding myself with good people and good friends that we can have a good laugh with as we're doing our work or volunteering and getting through it.
Well, it's greatly appreciated. I know that our community it's wonderful because you're a part of it, and I really do mean that. It's great to collaborate. I think we, as a parent and as a staff member, benefit greatly by your dedication.
Oh,
and,
thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Really appreciate
it goes both ways, because I do remember that first time we met, probably about 3 and a bit years ago, and there was so much as a staff member that you were able to do for us to help put bingo and bowling and all of that together, helping with registration forms or just organizing, or, I could send a last-minute note to someone at the school to say, can we get a poster for this? And you guys were right on it. So I think it's a fantastic partnership that the volunteer community has with the staff at the school to make it all happen.
That's great. Well, before we close, last question is, what's your favorite part of the day?
Definitely not mornings. I would say probably evenings, bedtime, when we've gotten through dinner, we've gotten kind of through the day, and Zim and I are winding down with Karem, and story time still in the evenings, and being able to just have that family time, just the 3 of us.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us, Navida, and I really appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
We look forward to seeing you around school. And bit of a plug, when is bingo night this year?
Bingo is November 25th.
Okay.
Friday the 25th, I believe. So you'll be seeing some forms come out in connections before the break, and we'll remind you guys again after the break as well.
Great. Thanks, you, Navida.
Thank you.